Good morning. It's Rebecca from Becca's Creation. It is no, it's not Wednesday. It's Friday. Oh my God. It's Friday, December 9th, and we are going to start off with some mystery stamping, but let me make sure that I am all set on my main page. So how's everyone doing? If you are dropping in, stopping by, say hello. It hasn't had time to check up. Good morning, Lizzie. You guys getting in any rain? Good morning, Miss Hope. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel so special. Miss Hope used to be my business administrative teacher when I was in high school. And oh my gosh, so many memories in BK in Germany. She travels the world. I wish I was in her shoes. Okay. All right. So, again, good morning. It's a gloomy day in Tennessee. I am so tired of the rain. It's crazy. Good morning, Marky. I'm so glad you guys joined me and I'm not talking to myself. Just kidding. Let me put in a little tidbit. If you hear some yelling, nobody's dying. The World Cup game is going on and my husband's a big Brazil fan. So if you hear some hooping and hollering, it's him. Nobody's getting killed. So, they're playing against Croatia. And so right now it's been a pretty interesting game. Nobody scored. So, we'll see. So, okay. So you guys are here for some mystery stamping. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to flip you down and, we'll get started. Thinking, let me just make sure. All right. Okay, so the clues for our mystery stamping, we had started off, we're going to start off with a colored cardstock. I'm going to move this out of the way for right now. So, colored cardstock measuring 7 by 5.5. We're going to fold that in half. And I'll wait. Coordinating cardstock piece is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and you're also going to need another coordinating piece, 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So I'm using this green is Granny Apple Green, and then the yellow is Daffodil Delight. So you're also going to need a DSP measuring 3 by 5. And how about a little sneak peek? This is measuring 3 by 5, and it's actually part of a pack of paper that you can earn for free during Celebration, which if you're not familiar with Celebration, that will start in January 5th. And so for every $50 order, we have a Celebration brochure that you can get. You can select items, and then there's also items if you purchase $100. So this pack of paper, this paper that I'm using, it's called Dandy DSP. It's a designer series paper, and this will be free with a $100 purchase. So we're going to use this paper. You'll also need a piece of white wire vanilla measuring 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. The stamp set that I am using, wait for it, is the Sweet Citrus stamp set, and this is going to debut in January in the spring, well, it's not called spring catalog. It's in our 2023 mini catalog. So I'm so excited to play with this. And then I'm using our ribbon. I'm actually going to use the green out of our 2022-24 in color Baker's Twine. I'm going to use the green. So good morning, everyone. If you are stopping in, please say hello. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and fold this piece in half. Let me get my bone folder. Fold this in half. So this is not your standard A5 size, your standard card size. It's a little bit smaller. So when I was looking at the measurements, I was like, this isn't a regular size card side. So I didn't want it to confuse you. So go ahead and take your 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. We're going to go ahead and lay that. We're going to go ahead and adhere that to the top of that base card. So I'm just going to go ahead and center it. How's everyone doing? I know Liz is on her way to Russellville. Any plans for today? Anybody else? I've got workshops tonight. I got a class at 6 o'clock, but I've got to run a few errands before then. And like I said, it's been raining here in Tennessee. So my dogs, they smell like wet dogs. Okay, so I went ahead and adhered the coordinating cardstock, my DSP. We're going to go ahead and take this inside white paper, and you're going to adhere that on the inside of your card as well. So I'm just going to, I guess I measured it a little bit wrong. So, okay, so last night I was working in my room. And I was using my hot glue gun, and so I was like, Becca, don't forget to unplug your hot glue gun before you go to bed, right? So I jumped in I thought I unplugged it, came into the room to prep for this live, and oh my gosh, I can smell the hot glue gun, and I unplugged everything but the hot glue gun. Crazy. So, yeah, little panic there. So I'm going to stand up. I found with this stamp set, let me go ahead and put this, I'm going to put the stamp set right here. So we're working with the Sweet Citrus. If you're just joining us, this stamp set will debut in January. In the mini catalog. So I found with this stamp set, so the main lemons are in sets of 3, and then you have your outline. So when I was working with this stamp set, I found that if you stamp these first, it's easier to line up. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good coating using my So Saffron ink pad. Okay, and then gonna stamp. All right, and then I'm gonna go back over using my outline to create my, this lemon's gonna pop off, but that's okay because I don't need the lemon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let me take off my glasses because my bottom eyes. I need my bottom eyes. And I think that looks about right. All right. All right, perfect. All right, so I have my images. There's a couple more pieces that is in this stamp set. So I want to stamp the leaves, and then I want to stamp those flowers. And so, yeah, so I'm the flowers and then the leaves. So we'll go ahead and let me set this off to the side. We're still using the So Saffron. So just need a flower bunch. So I'm just going to stamp that one. And let me show this to you. So this flower, actually, I'm die cutting the flowers, but look at the dots on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my card, my base card, and I'm going to stamp the flowers on the inside of my card. So see how it has the dots there? That's so cool. All right, so back to my images that I'm gonna need. I need some leaves. So for the leaves, I'm gonna use Granny Apple Green. And so let me get here. I juiced up my ink pad this morning, so it should be pretty bright. So I think, yeah, I just need one set, but you know what? Let me go ahead and do two. All right, so there's that. And on these flowers, we can't have the center bare. So I'm gonna pull out some soft suede. Lemons, right, Marky? Or so. So these two stamp sets are, they're combined. So let me move the center. So I'm just gonna stamp the center, and then for the bigger one, it has a single dot. Okay. All right, so all my images are stamped. And so to save on time, I went ahead and cut them out this morning. So we're gonna use this piece, one of the sets of leaves, and then the flowers. Let me grab the flowers. So I think that's it. I'll save these other pieces because since this isn't a full-size card, I decided I'm gonna switch over to add. Y'all, I did a boo-boo. Ah, that's okay, we'll fix it. Okay, so these are my pieces. In true fashion form, my battery's fixing to die. Hold. See, I unplugged everything. Okay. I unplugged everything and forgot to plug it all back in, and I just got the warning saying, hey, your computer's fixing to die. Okay, I'm back. All right, so in true fashion form, I decided with this 2.5 by 2.5, I'm changing it, and I decided to add another piece. So I'm using Night of Navy, and I'm actually going to stamp my greeting. Let me move this off to the side. I'm going to stamp my greeting onto here, but I'm going to use, I'm going to emboss it. I'm going to emboss it with some white. So I'm using Thanks a Bunch. So I'm going to stamp that. Let me get my embossing buddy. And we're going to stamp this in the top left-hand corner. And then I'm going to use my, maybe I should have turned off my fan. Y'all still with me? Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to heat set that. There it goes. So the Versamark is sticky if you're not familiar with embossing powder. The Versamark is sticky, and so when the powder attaches itself to the ink, it just sits there. So I'm using the heat gun to melt that powder into the ink, and so it creates a like a raised image on it. I love this technique. Every time I show this technique, the new girls are just like in awe of it. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my 2.5 piece of So Saffron. I think it's So Saffron. Is it? Yeah, this is So Saffron. Okay. All right. So remember that boo-boo that I said I did? So I forgot to tie the ribbon, but I'm just going to wrap it around. So it'll be fine. So you're going to take your 16-inch ribbon. You're going to wrap that around the front part of your card. I'm just going to double wrap it. So, and then I want to tie it off on the left side of my card. All right. I'm gonna bring it over a little, okay? Let me trim that off. Just love that baker's twine. Okay, so, you know what? I've noticed with heat, oh yeah, those would look good on some margarita glasses. Yeah. So I forgot to add some glue on the corner here, so I just pulled out my booger glue, green glue, aka green glue. And so, okay, so what we're gonna do is, let me bring this up just a little bit. I'm going to center that here, and I'm gonna use some dimensionals to pop that up. Who knew I could decorate a card upside down? Is everyone ready for Christmas? My son came home from college 2 days ago, so we're excited to have him home. And finish some Christmas shopping. Okay, so now I'm going to take my pieces, my die cut pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and, oh, that's not the one I wanted. I want, it's too big. Where is, oh. Well, okay, so I'm going to pop that up where, so we're going to pop this up. I'm going to take this little flower, I'm going to put a little bit of glue, I'm going to tuck that in behind there, and then where's my slice? Oh, she's over here. Okay, and then we're gonna take and put that piece. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue here because it's gonna rest on this big piece here. So, and then I'm gonna put some glue on my leaves. We're gonna tuck that in there. And then we still have a few more flowers. There. And then let me get some miniature dimensionals. Some mini. And we're gonna pop that up. All right, I think I'm gonna pull out some Winkostella, so salt shaker, or just for, okay. I'm gonna pull out some Winkostella because we need to brighten up this a little bit. Liz would be like, yep, because that's what I would have done. She loves Winkostella. All right. Ha. I was getting your vibes. Add some Winkostella to it. Look how cute is that card? So this is my first card, and then there's the second. Great. All right. that concludes, I'm going to pop it back up. That concludes the mystery stamping. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you decide to create a card with the clues that I provided, go ahead and share that down on this feed. That would be great. I would love to see what you create. So I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, and so I will see you guys next year. So have a great day. Bye.